I had to walk back in the room.
Man, Chris beat the shit out of Corey, man. I'm sorry.
I sent them one.
Chris beat the shit out of that man. I don't know what he thought, boy. Man, what? He went throwing hazes at his ass and he could not recover.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Nigga said he be working out. Oh, okay, man. That's real. You right, well, I was negative. I was so negative. You right, man. My bad. Nah, my bad. My bad, man. You right, bro. I tried you, bro. My bad, bro.
I'm going back to you.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Good a deep. Ryan strikers in his head.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Kaiser. And
Yeah, I'm playing right now.
Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got.
No, I'm in a whole different league. This league I got the Dolphins in.
Contact coming from both sides. No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
My fault, dog.
And it'll be Dolphins.
You know everybody will come out rocking. You know what I'm saying?
You knew.
No, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
You knew.
I ain't know, dog. Niggas just ain't give us up.
You fucked it all up for me.
You know what I'm saying? I can't afford it. This nigga look like Shaq. I don't know.
Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And a nice start there to the area it'll take to pick up the first.
And
lockdown on me. Every fucking game I play, man, bro.
Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First carry now for David Montgomery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Curtis Samuel, 55 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Yeah, I got Pat in this one, boy. Yeah. I be letting that thing go on this one, boy. I be slanging that bitch, boy.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Drop me a day, huh?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
I gotta be some negative here. You just tell Joe about that shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, you're a hypocrite, bro. You're a hypocrite, bro.
Damn, dog. Like, come on.
You're a fucking hypocrite, dog. That's crazy, bro. I fucked up, bro.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive,
why would you learn how to shoot the ball?
These are professional athletes, but I would
develop some type of three-point game.
Get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Whoa.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to air one out.
Oh, my God. I beat that shit.
Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Kaiser just getting the play off.
Oh, Alex, damn, he could beat that shit there,
man.
Short,
4th down.
And another thing
he didn't get the first, he played.
Is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run.
No,
and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, I was trying to get your icon right, dog. I forgot that. I was finna throw it back there.
Hitter. 33.
Shit, I thought you was center for a second.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And an alley to run. 8 yards yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress. Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. On 2nd down, Montgomery.
Man, that gay ass shit,
back
man,
at
I
the
was
27. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man has got it. It's complete.
Oh, that damn ball,
and they
dude.
will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Your future bet not get too pumped.
Well blocked, well run.
My buddy slide on that fucker, man.
6 points.
Touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
We got 4 fouls.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Yeah, we got 4 fouls.
Nah.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You talk better than me in the culture, dope.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on 1st down, Kaiser drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
nigga. I thought he would too. I thought he gonna throw me an alley or something. He finna show off now. He finna show off, man. Look at him.
On third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Kaiser. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 6.
Boy, when that nigga got that ball in that paint, man, he's out of him and Corey gonna pass out sometime. I'll go by head.
Head is not passing everywhere.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Man, pass that shit. The
Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
They won't let me,
From the gun, Kaiser. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I had 2 yards off, so.
Kaiser now from the 50.
Oh my God, Buddha, hate that shit.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Kid, you gonna come back on defense?
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play?
They
saw the blitz, made the appropriate
already.
calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Sanders.
Team takeover take a long time.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Play fake. Kaiser.
What, he got 4 blocks? I mean, that's dirty. I'm sure he hit him.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, it's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Whoa.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's stupid. He can't see. He's stupid.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yo. What's happening?
Now Montgomery. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. He sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On 1st down, Sanders. Kendall Beckwith on the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Nah. Oh, y'all was still bet. Shit. I ain't try to foul him, but it's good for him.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Single receiver, single receiver. Over there, single receiver. Watch 14. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Operating from the gun, Kaiser.
Oh, my
Throw
God.
complete to Herndon. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Kaiser on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it. As they convert on fourth
Nigga, why
down.
this bitch keep sending me invites?
Oh, boy.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders are going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Already, man. He be sitting there.
Push him back. Push him back. 51. Stop your body. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
On second and 11 now. Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it on play action. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we've reached halftime here on Open opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Might not.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Okay, mate.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. Long right.
56.
Attack, attack. Hey, Ripley, Ripley.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he finds Montgomery complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Kamara looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Kaiser. That's complete to his
You gotta
running
listen
back,
to the dude say
Kamara.
at the top of the key,
8
the very
yards,
first time,
first
just
down as they're
run.
able
There's
to
somebody
convert.
to shoot it so you can run.
3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been off.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Now he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And caught up to him. Montgomery. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Check 43. Check 15. Check
Yellow.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. It'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in this. And he is in.
Yeah, I'm playing my feet right now.
Miami. David Montgomery.
I'm in 3rd.
Only his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On third down, Kaiser looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Here we go, G. Hey, Mike 51, Mike, get it up.
Kaiser to throw it. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Kaiser now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll throw again. Kaiser. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. Able to stop it before you get a good scheme going.
Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the
boy. Silent assassin.
Floyd, the old Georgia
What the legit name off of what's the name?
Zero.
Zero off a hole.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Kaiser. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Kaiser to throw for the 4th. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So that's the second time this game they've given up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it.
Give
the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. And Ingram holds it in. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll find Moreau here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Yeah, touchdown.
And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow.
Let's go. Watch time.
Now it's Mahomes again. Caught by Montgomery. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 56.
Yellow.
So we got man. 50 small. 56 is the mic. Watch the screen. Pass.
And again, it's Mahomes. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's a blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Chad Thomas bringing the power on the sack.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The kick by McManus is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily
under pressure. They got him again. Bud Dupree able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Kaiser, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On third down, Kaiser, he's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Now a desperation throw, deep down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Kaiser. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Oh, I thought I grabbed that rebound.
One final shot for Kaiser. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Miami, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Stop and pop, baby. You're right.